Oh, hello there. I was just enjoying a book. I really love books. Books are so cool because you enter into a different world. This book is really unique. In fact, this book has no words. Did you know you can tell a story just by art, just by pictures? Take a look. No words in the entire book. Not one. But your own imagination is telling the story. Now, today's Thursday, and we have this little saying. It's called Throwback Thursday. So what I thought is we would go back in time. So we are gonna get into a time machine and go all the way back to when Ms Fischer was only maybe 10 or 11 years old, 1987. Mind blown. 1987, oh my word. One of the hit movies was Princess Bride, also something to check out. Also in 1987, we played a lot of board games, like Chutes and Ladders. Maybe you have that game. It's a classic. That's why they call it a classic, because it was also cool in 87. And maybe the game Candyland, also a classic. Anyhow, we're going back in time. I happened to find a story that I wrote and illustrated when I was maybe in 5th or 6th grade. Come along, let's take a look. Maybe it will inspire you to make your own story, with words or without words. Can't wait to see, but come along. Let's check out what this story was all about. And here it is. Its title is Meatloaf. We need to stop there because I need to educate you on what meatloaf is in case you've never had it in your life. This food was really big when I was a kid. Basically, it's meat in the shape of a brick, pretty dense, heavy. You would slice it like a loaf of bread, hence the name meatloaf. And sometimes there'd be ketchup or cheese on it. Can make it different ways. It still exists today, but you might not have ever had this in your life, but it might be something fun to try. Make your own meatloaf. Anyhow, that is the title of my book, Meatloaf. And as you can see, the very creative binding, a clip. But it's also to help you know, a book doesn't have to look like a real book to be a book. It's a book if it tells a story. With pictures, with words, with pictures and words, just pictures, or just words. However you want to do it. There's a lot of freedom in bookmaking. Well, come along inside the story and let's enter into the world of Meatloaf. This book was written by Suzanne J. Fischer. Whoa, check out the fancy cursive. Illustrated by Suzanne J. Fischer. Wow, it's even received a Newbery Award. Whoa. Pretty famous, even at 10 or 11 years old. Not bad. Might as well give yourself an award as well when you write your book. Well, let's dig in to the book, Meatloaf. Garland Glace is a small boy. He lives on 32nd Shawnee Lane. It was 6 o'clock, which meant dinner time. Garland's mother called Garland for dinner while she got the hot meatloaf out of the oven. Garland, dinner! Garland sulkily came down the stairs while mumbling, I don't like meatloaf. Double beetloaf. I don't like meatloaf. Garland Grace Jr., you better not be grumbling about your mother's meatloaf. She works long and hard to make this dinner. This is nutritious, protein-rich, blah, 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 blah. Puts hair on your chest, and you better eat it. Blah, 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 lectured Garland's father. Garland slumped at the table and groaned. Ugh. He even rolled his eyes and made a gagging sound in his throat. Ugh. Blah. Ugh. You better eat it, young man, said Garland's mother. That's it, Garland. Go to your room and no chutes and ladders tonight, yelled his father. No chutes and ladders, wailed Garland. Fine, screamed Garland as he stomped upstairs and marched into his room. I don't like moldy meatloaf, shouted Garland to his parents before he slammed the door to his bedroom. Humph, I'll just jump on my bed then, thought Garland. Boing, 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 jumpity, jump, jump. In between bounces, Garland looked at his neighbor's house where his best friend, Neilman Pickus, lived. Neilman's home. Well, I'll just go over to Neilman's house to eat dinner. Maybe they're having stovetop stuffing, thought Garland. So he climbed out his window and knocked on the door. Hello? Garland here. Neilman answered the door. Hi. Hi, Neilman, said Garland. Can I eat dinner at your house? And maybe we can play Candyland later, asked Garland. Okay, said Neilman. So, Mr. Pickus, Marlis Pickus, Neilman Pickus, Zenith Pickus, Linus Pickus, and Garland Glace sat down and played Uno while waiting for Mrs. Pickus to bring over dinner. Mr. Pickus? Ooh, he's got a good hand. 6, Uno card, 5, Marlis Pickus, Neilman Pickus, nice hair, dude, Garland Glace, Zenith Pickus, and Linus Pickus. Ooh, Linus has 2 Uno cards. If you know how to play Uno, that's the hand to have, Linus. Dinner is served, sang Mrs. Pickus. Oh boy, my favorite, said Mr. Pickus. I can't wait to eat it, said Marlis. Chow mein, drooled Neilman. Goody gumdrop, said Zinus. Zippity doodah, screamed Zenith. I wonder what's under there. Hope you enjoy it, sang Mrs. Pickus as she dug out a double portion of thick, grease-dribbling, brown, spongy slab of dun-dun-dun-dun meatloaf, and plopped the jiggling meat onto Garland's plate. Garland stared at the brown mass in his plate, looked up from the table, and squeaked, I think my mom's calling me. So Garland ran all the way home. The beginning, the end. About the author. Suzanne Jeanette Fischer was born in a small town, St. Louis, Missouri. She started her career at the age of 6, and so on and so forth, blah, blah, blah. No one really reads these things anyway, right? The cat has a think bubble. I bet you're wondering what cats are really thinking, or if they're thinking at all, or if we sleep with our eyes open and stare with our eyes closed. Deep thoughts with a cartoon cat. Oh, other Fisher books. Wow, I was doing that all the way back then in 1987. Other Fisher books coming to a Barnes & Noble near you. Fred the Worm, The Day I Ate My Toe, Are You Lost? I Am Too, Fun with Cement. Wow. And finally, Meatloaf, Suzanne Fischer. Fischer tells her story. Well, outstanding tense climax. The Booklist starred review. Fisher book. Well, I really hope you enjoyed our reading of Meatloaf by Ms. Fischer, and I hope you know that anyone can be an author. It can be with words, without words, however you want to make it, bound or not bound, and I cannot wait to see what you come up with. Keep reading, keep writing, keep drawing, keep creating, be inspired.